This video is the Grammar Practice Series 6. The topic for today is Add a question tag. But before we go on to the questions, you need to know the splitting of the verb. Okay, we divide or split the verb using three auxiliary verbs, and they are do, did, and does. As you can see here, when we split a verb write with do, the result is the same word. Okay, the verb will remain in the present tense when we split it with do. Did plus write is equal to wrote. Did plus eat is equal to ate. When we split or divide the verb using did, the result or the output is the past tense of the verb, that is, second form of the verb. And when we split any verb using does, the result is the plural form of the verb, writes and eats. If you know this very well, only then you can solve the question tag. Okay, so before we proceed into the questions, please write down these questions first, solve it all by yourself, and then get your answers checked. The first question is, we share the same room. Second is, we protested. Third is, my parents are settled in the city. Fourth, my happiest moment is with the sparrow. Fifth, her fingers were telling the truth. Sixth, he wore a big turban. Seven, she said nothing but truth. 8, she was disturbed. 9, she had been old and wrinkled. 10, he did not look the sort of person we wanted. Okay, getting on to the answers. The first is, we share the same room. As I always say in Change the Voice, identify and underline the verb share. Now, split it using do, did, and does. Do share is equal to share. So the tag will have something to do with do. The tag will be negative if the question is positive. Don't we? The question tag is don't we. Second is we protested. Protested is the past tense. So obviously the tag will have to do with did. The tag is didn't we. Third is my parents are settled in the city. Here the auxiliary verb is already provided, so we need not split the verb. Are is the auxiliary verb, so the tag is aren't they. Next is my happiest moment is with the sparrow. The auxiliary verb is given is, and the pronoun for the happiest moment is it. Isn't it? Fifth, her fingers were telling the truth. The auxiliary verb here is given where. Her fingers, it's an object. Also, it is plural. So your tag will be weren't they. Sixth is he wore a big turban. Wore is the past tense of wear. So, and also no auxiliary verb is given here. So the tag would be didn't he. 7. She said nothing but truth. So here the verb is said, the past tense of say. Did she? Because the question is negative. It has a no. So we should not add We should not make the tag negative. Did she? Eighth is she was disturbed. The auxiliary verb is already given. Wasn't she? Next is she had been old and wrinkled. The auxiliary verb is given had. Hadn't she? Had not she? And the last is he did not look the sort of person we wanted. The first auxiliary verb here is did. Did he? The question is negative, tag will be positive.